is this beautiful design featuring double treble crochets and raised treble crochets, creating this zigzag motion that comes out of the work. On this video, I'll teach you how to do the Gwenyth's cable stitch. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. Okay, so this design is worked over 19 stitches on a background of basic double crochets with any number of stitches. Essentially, the design itself, the thing that's wiggly, is going to go across 19 stitches, and it's going to be double crochets. So to give you a sample, what I'm going to do is I have chained a certain amount, and this is how I did it. I want there to be 2 double crochets on either side, and then the 19 stitches in the middle. So for that, I don't really know how you count, but this is what I do. I know here I have my 2 chains for the double crochets. Then I have 19 chains for the design. So that'll bring me up to 21 chains. And then on this side, I have 3 chains because 1 is for the double crochet and 2 is the turning chain, which will count as a double crochet. So technically I have 2 plus 19, that is 21, plus 3, that is 24. I have 24 chains. This is just to explain what I'm doing. If you're going to be doing this design in any other project, just know that you're going to be needing 19 stitches. Those should be double crochets. And from there you can add this design. So here we go. This first row for me is just going to be double crochets. It's just my foundation row. So I'm going to be skipping 2 chains and into the next doing a double crochet. That chain 2 that I skipped counts as a double crochet, by the way. And now I'm just going to do double crochets all the way down for my foundation row. And I'll see you when I'm done. All right, this here is the end of my foundation row. Now we're going to begin row 1. So let me chain 2 and I'm going to flip my work. This chain 2 counts as a stitch, so I'm going to skip the first stitch and into the next do my double crochet. Remember, this is my edge because I want 2 double crochets on the side. You might be doing this differently, but just know that these 2 double crochets I'm going to do here and the last 2 are just my edge. And in between, I should have 19 stitches to work through. So I'm actually going to count them. So I'm just put this down here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 19 stitches here, and then 2 on the edge. 1 double crochet and a turning chain. So that's just going to be the 2 double crochets that I do on the sides, and now the design is going to happen across these 19 stitches ahead. So that's what we're going to do now. The repeat for the Gwenyth's cable design starts by doing 1 treble crochet at the front of the fabric around the next stitch. So for a raised treble crochet, you're going to yarn over twice. To do it at the front of the fabric, you would bring your hook literally at the front and then go around the post of the next double crochet from right to left. So here's the post. We're going to insert our hook around it from right to left, like this. That's the double crochet of the previous row. Now you're going to yarn over and bring your yarn back. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's our raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric. Continuing the design, we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, just a double crochet. Now we're going to be skipping 3 stitches and doing a double treble crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So we skip 3, and for a double treble crochet, you're going to yarn over 3 times. Now go into the stitch. It's technically the 4th stitch from where you currently are. Pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. 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 That's your double treble crochet, and we need 2 more of those. So yarn over 3 times. Into the next stitch, insert your hook, pull up a loop. yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the second double treble crochet, and we need one more. Yarn over 3 times. I'm just going to do this one a little faster. Okay, so you've got 3 double treble crochets. Now we're going to work in the stitches that you skipped. So you're going to go behind the last 3 double treble crochets and work 1 double treble crochet into each of the 3 stitches that you just skipped. So essentially we're going to be, I'm just going to show you quickly, but I'll then go more detailed in just a minute here. So I'm just doing double treble crochets. So I'm going to yarn over 3 times because I need double treble crochets, and I'm going to go backwards like this. And then you got to basically bring your hook around the stitch to go through it. So this is a bit trickier and it's harder to show you. So let me just do that again. You've yarned over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring my hook behind the double treble crochets I just created, right? And I want to go through this like little hole here to insert my hook into the stitch that I got to do. And I'm going to go from right to left in the stitches. So I'm going to go to the one on the very right, the first one that you skipped. And there I'm going to do my double treble crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. That's the first one. I've got 2 more to go. Yarn over 3 times. Go behind the double treble crochets I just made around the little hole into the second stitch that I skipped. And from here, complete my double treble crochet. So we've got yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and I got 1 more to go. Now that hole is becoming a little smaller. Yarn over 3 times behind the double treble crochets around the little hole into the last stitch that you skipped. From here, complete your double treble crochet. Okay, and now we've got this crossed, like cross of stitches. Once we've done this, we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, a double crochet. Now we're going to do a raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric around the next stitch. So yarn over twice. And as we did before, we're going to bring our hook in front of the fabric. The next stitch is here. And we want to go around the post of it, right? From right to left. Like that. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. There you go. And let me see here. Now we're going to be doing a double crochet into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, just a regular double crochet. And now we're going to be skipping 3 stitches. So skip 3 stitches and then do a double treble crochet into each of the next 3. So yarn over 3 times, skip 3, into the next, complete a double treble crochet. So I'm going to do these a bit faster now. And there we go. And now we're going to be going in front of the last 3 double treble crochets. So you know how here you did it in the back? Like we went behind the double treble crochets to do the other 3. In this case, we're going to go in front. So we're going to yarn over 3 times. And we're going to go in front of the stitches into the first stitch that you skipped. So this is going to be a bit different. You're going to grab your yarn. So the tricky part is going to be that you have to bring your hook forward now through the hole to grab your yarn. Let me show you that again. So we're here. We're going to yarn over 3 times. Bring our hook at the front and into the stitch. But you'll notice that your yarn is kind of like caught. So bring it forward. And now you're going to have to bring your hook. My hook currently is just facing back, right? So I'm going to have to bring my hook forward. I'm going to let go of my yarn. Bring it forward through like the loop here, through that hole. So from there I can grab my yarn. And that's so I don't catch my stitches, my other double treble crochets. From here I'm going to complete the double treble crochet. Let me show you what that looks like. It's just kind of at the front. So let me do it again. Yarn over 3 times. Bring your hook through the front into the stitch and then bring it up through the little hole there. And now from here, complete my double treble crochet. And now we got one more, and this might be the hardest one because the hole is getting a little smaller. Yarn over 3 times into the stitch, push the hook through, and from here complete my double treble crochet. See there, I'm getting caught. There we go. Okay. So there we have it. Now you've got, the motion kind of going that way, like opposite way. They're kind of mirroring one another. Now we are going to be doing, let me see here, a double crochet into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, a double crochet. And to finish the design into the next stitch, you're just going to do a raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric. So that's going to be the last stitch of the design. You'll notice like this technically will be the 19th stitch. And then I'll have 2 more because that's going to be my edge, as I mentioned, right? So now we're doing a raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric around the post of the double crochet. And that will be the very last stitch of this design. You'll notice that you started the design with a raised treble crochet at the front and you'll finish it the same. And it's all kind of perfectly balanced in the middle. So now to finish off this row for me, I got to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. One being the double crochet, the next one being the turning chain. And there we go. This here is the end of row 1. And now row 2 is going to be worked exactly the same as row 1, except we're going to work a raised treble crochet at the back of the fabric instead of at the front. I'm going to do this with you, of course. So wherever you did on this first row, wherever we did a raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric, which is on the sides and in the middle, on row 2 you would do a raised treble crochet at the back of the fabric. So let's do this together. We're going to chain 2. This is my first double crochet. Flip your work. In my case, I need 2 double crochets on the edges, so I'm doing 1 double crochet into the second stitch. And now I'm going to start the design of the Gwenyth's cable. So it starts by doing a raised treble crochet at the front of the fabric technically, but in this row we're going to do the back. So you're going to yarn over twice. For the raised treble crochet at the front, you bring your hook forward, right? We're going to be doing it at the back. So we bring our hook to behind the fabric and go around the post of that stitch. And it's basically going to be the raised treble crochet from the previous row. So by doing this, you're just going to have it exposed on the same side. So we've gone around the post, pull the yarn through, and from here complete our treble crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's that. Continuing the design, you're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. Just a regular double crochet. Now we're going to be skipping 3 stitches and then doing a double treble crochet into each of the next 3. So we are going to be skipping these 3 stitches, right? The next 3, which are going to be the double treble crochets that we did previously. You skip all those 3, 1, 2, 3. Into the next 3, we do double treble crochets. So yarn over 3 times. The first one's going to be this one here. Into there, a raised or a double treble crochet. That's my first one. Second. And third. Okay, now we want to work in the 3 stitches that we skipped, and we're going to be going behind the double treble crochets we just created, like we did in row 1. So yarn over 3 times, go behind these to find the first stitch that you skipped, and going kind of through the hole and around it. That's exactly what we did in the previous row. It's a little tricky to get in there, but I already showed you how, so I'm just going to do this a bit quicker. That's the first one. Then I got to go find the second one, yarn over 3 times, behind the current double treble crochets. You can also flip your work if it's going to help you find it. So this is the next stitch I got to go into. And then complete my double treble crochet from here. And now the next one, yarn over 3 times. This last one's going to be the trickiest, right? Because now things are kind of just tangling with one another. So let me actually just find it by flipping my work. And my stitch is going to be right here. This is the top of the double treble crochet from this side. So that's going to be a little trickier to find from behind. And it's hard to show you at this angle. So I might just have to, so double treble crochet. And here is the top of that stitch. Hopefully you can see it. And then we complete our double treble crochet. Okay, now we've got those 3. Continuing the design, we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, which is this one here. A double crochet. Now we're going to need a raised treble crochet at the back of the fabric. So yarn over twice, go behind the fabric and around the post of the next stitch from right to left. And from here, complete your double or your treble crochet. Again, that's just going to make sure that those raised trebles are at the same side. The next stitch is a double crochet. And now we're back at the double treble crochets, meaning you have to skip 3 and then do 3 double treble crochets into the next 3. So I'm going to do that quickly. Okay, now we're going to do those double treble crochets in the skipped 3 stitches, but we're going to go in front of them. So we're going to yarn over 3 times, go in front of the current stitches into the first stitch that you skipped and kind of around it so you can see the hook on this side, and then pull your yarn through, and from here complete your double treble crochet. That's the first one. I got 2 more to go. Yarn over 3 times, go into the next skip stitch and do a double treble crochet. And then the very last one here, yarn over 3 times, go into the next stitch in front of them, This might be a little bit harder to see, again, because things are getting squished. But let me see. Make sure that I don't catch anything. It is gonna be this one here. I'm just trying to see if I could show you, but it's really hard at this angle. There we go. That is the third double treble crochet. And there we have it. So continuing the design into the next stitch, you just do a double crochet. And to finish the design, the 19th stitch is going to be a raised treble crochet at the back of the fabric for this row. And now in my case, because I have to keep, or I want to keep the 2 stitches on the edges, I'm doing 2 double crochets into my last 2 stitches, like 1 into each one of them. So that's the double crochet, and this is the turning chain. This here is the end of row 2. And let me just show you on the other side. The right side of the work is going to be where you see your raised treble crochets. So it's this side here. You'll see the pillars of treble crochets kind of forming the more you work it, and the zigzag continuing to be exposed. You have an exposed zigzag on both sides, but this is the right side because you have your raised treble crochets also showing. So continue to do that as many times as you need, and then when you're done, cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, this one is so cool. You'll see, you know, those kind of zigzags of double treble crochets, and then these columns in the middle and then on the sides. So yeah, this is really pretty. You could use this on a wearable like a sweater. This would be really beautiful on a blanket as well. So the more you grow it, of course, the more you see that zigzag motion. Super, super pretty. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.